Hello collectors, welcome back to the Hive. Today we are taking a break from baseball and moving on to another sport that is near and dear to my heart, and that is soccer, or football for my international friends. It is now June 25th, which marks the street day for a new product from Parkside Collectibles, and that is 2025 National Women's Soccer League Volume 1. You are watching a full product breakdown. Parkside does not release all its odds, but we still have plenty to talk about, and that includes the base set, different parallels, and a rundown of a lot of the rookies that you want to be chasing. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and dive in. We'll start off by looking at the two formats. They will be both hobby and retail hanger boxes. Right now you can purchase both of these on the Parkside Collectibles website, the hobby box selling for $90 and the hanger box is selling for $12. The hobby boxes will run a little more expensive on the dollar per card value, but that's because you are supposed to get 2 autographs inside. You can still get an auto in a hanger box, but those will come in one in every 15th box. That is equivalent to $180 spent for every autograph. So if autographs are your pleasure, the hobby box is going to give you the best dollar per autograph value. Now on to the product exclusives. Parkside has added some new inserts, which we'll get to here in a minute. One of which is the Generation Golazo, and this will be out of 20. You will only be able to find that inside a hobby box. Hangers, on the other hand, are the only place you will find promising prospects, and there will be parallels of that one as well. Both products will have vintage insert, but hobby is going to have the Jupiter and the Saturn, but hangers will come in with some moon inserts, and if you happen to buy your hanger at Target, you will find some Mars ones as well. Now on to the base design. Parkside has gone with a much simpler design this year. It's a lot more boxy with straight lines. I'm not sure if I like it or not. I'm sure my opinion will change once I have it in hand. But it could also be that I'm just spoiled because they just hit a home run, or should I say golazo, with the design last year. That splash design is what got me back into collecting in the soccer world. One thing though I am extremely excited about is they now have the actual stats of the player on the back of the card. In previous years they put a QR code that you could look up, which I thought was kind of a bad idea, because who knows how long we're going to actually be using QR codes. 10 years down the line, those QR codes may not even exist. So having it printed on the back of the card is a big win for me. There are 5 parallels that you can actually open inside of a box, and 2 that require a few extra steps. The Onyx parallel out of 2 requires a redemption from their NFT Keeper database. So if digital cards are your thing, when you open your digital pack, you could receive a redemption for an actual physical card. That's where your Onyx comes in. Now the other one is Project Purple. From Parkside's Instagram account, they're teasing something with this one with your base cards. So until we know more, make sure you hold on to your base cards, because there may be some sort of trade-in or what have you as far as that is concerned. When we get more clarity on that, I'll be sure to send out the information to you guys. When ripping your packs, be sure to look out for some image variation short prints. On your screen now, you can see a list of 26 different short prints that are available inside your sets. Traditionally in the past, you can tell that it's a short print by looking at the back of the card, and you'll see SP- whatever number the card is supposed to be. I think that's a pretty cool feature, and I'll be definitely looking out for those in my rips. The base short prints themselves will be out of 100, but there will be other parallels of that as well. Now let's take a look at the inserts. Most of the new inserts are not pictured on the website, but I was able to get all these pictures from eBay listings from an individual that was able to get this product early. I reached out to Parkside to find out what happened, but they were able to get back to me the same day to let me know that the product had shipped to hobby stores last Thursday, and obviously some employee must have ripped open boxes already. Nothing was backdoored or nothing was stolen or anything like that, which is refreshing to hear. But at least the good news is we have something nice to look at. I always love the Hyped every year, as I think it's the best looking card, and this year they did not disappoint. They're definitely carrying over the Astral theme this year. Now, one thing I did find interesting is the "if you know, you know." It is not on the official checklist, but I actually think that's kind of the point. For now, we don't know how many of these there are, but one of them has officially been pulled, and that's the one that you see there. It'll be interesting to see what everybody ends up getting. After all, if you know, you know. Now here are all the inserts we do not have pictures for yet. Generation Golazo being the Hobby Box case hit, so if you hit one of those, you have just hit a case hit. Beechwood is back. This one's always an interesting one. Pretty much every Beechwood you hit is going to be more or less a one of one, because it's always going to be a combination of two different players, and no combination is ever the same. Now before I move on to the rookies, can you do me a favor? If you find this valuable, can you give this video a like? It really helps us out and allows us to reach a lot more people. And for that, I thank you. And now on to the rookies. Since this is the first year without a draft, this made this a lot more difficult than it otherwise would be. Every single prospect starts as a free agent, so we have to really dive into each player to find out what the actual top 10 list will be. Everything you see here is my opinion, and it is totally possible that I missed somebody. So if you have your own list, go ahead and leave it down in the comments. Top of the list, I have Riley Tiernan, who is absolutely tearing it up right now. Right away in her rookie season, as of recording of this video, she is in 4th place for the Golden Boot Award at 7 goals, only 3 behind the leader, Esther Gonzalez. She is a rookie forward that just absolutely looks like a veteran on the pitch. I will for sure be looking for her in my rips. The next 4 could really go in any order, but the 2 I'm looking forward to seeing is Maddie Darlene, the pride of Minnesota, who has just explosive speed on the pitch and I'm sure is going to turn into a fantastic player, and Sarah Shapansky, who is a masterful technician and does an amazing job at feeding the strikers up front. There is a reason why Esther Gonzalez is up on the top of the Golden Boot ratings, and that's because Sarah Shapansky is nearly on the top of the assist leaderboards. Now Mac Whitham makes this list, and I know some of you are thinking, who? But she's on this list because she broke an amazing record, and that is the youngest player ever to play in the NWSL at 14 years of age. That's right, a 14-year-old is a professional athlete. She's got a lot of years of soccer ahead of her, and I'm really interested to see her develop. No auto in this one though, so we may have to see that in a future release. One honorable mention that did not make this list is Sarah Weber from My Racing Louisville. She needs a little more time to develop, but I believe she's going to be a cornerstone to that offense as well. And now moving on to the Signature Series. These are the cards that will have the hard on-card autographs. So far as I can tell, there are no stickers here, so you will be getting one that's been actually signed by the player. I have it broken down on your screen by team, so you can look for your favorite team's players on there. Around half of them are going to be rookies, and the other half are going to be seasoned veterans that are stars in the league. The one special one, though, I want to point out is the Temwa Chawinga, and that will be on a special Golden Boot Award card. Previous years, the card itself is gold foil, and I would expect it to be the same this year. I know the ones I'll be looking for is Riley Tiernan, because why wouldn't you? Maddie Darlene, mostly because I'm just a fan of her as a player, and, she's from my home state of Minnesota. And also both Sarah Weber and Aaron Wright from My Racing Louisville. Well, that's all I have. I will, of course, be ripping some of this on camera here, both hobby boxes and hangers. We'll probably do a few box battles and the like. So if you want to see future videos on that, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon so you are notified when a new video releases. This is Bear from Honey Bear Cards reminding you to keep on collecting cards and bring them back to your own hive. Peace.